Okay, let's move on now and talk about Reliance Industries. They also reported their numbers. How was the performance in Q2 this time? Let's go across to Reema for that. Good morning, Reema.
Hi, good morning. So Reliance Industries' performance was better than expected. The consolidated EBITDA went up by nearly 18%, ahead of estimates, driven by a beat on the retail segment, while the oil to chemical and the telecom business Jio was in line with estimates. So here are the numbers. Consolidated revenue went to about 2.55 lakh. The EBITDA was nearly 56,000 crore, with an operating margin of 18% and a net profit of 18,165. As we said, the beat in the EBITDA was driven by retail. Reliance Retail's revenue growth was 18.6%, ahead of analyst estimates of 13 to 15%, and even the EBITDA growth for retail was at 16.3%, again, higher than estimates. The oil to chemical EBITDA was up 20% and Jio2 in line with estimates at about 15%. Now, JP Morgan believes that the earnings momentum will continue, and this will be driven A, by better refining margins, which seem sustainable. 2, a weaker rupee will help the oil to chemicals earnings. 3, retail will continue to do well. There is seasonal strength, Christmas, etc. And for telecom, the big trigger is that ahead of the IPO, will we see a tariff increase? Valuations, according to JP Morgan, seem comfortable relative to peers. Market overweight rating, their target price is at 16.95. Kotak has an ad rating. They are sanguine. They're quite positive about the consumer side of the business, retail and telecom. The earnings growth will continue. But on the oil to chemicals business, they do see some headwinds, especially if India reduces their purchases of Russia and starts purchasing the more expensive crude in the market. But they still have an ad rating on the stock, target price 1600. Motilal Oswal too bullish, and their target price is 1700. Back to you.
Okay, Reema, thank you so much for that. Important brokerage notes and updates coming in there as well for Reliance Industries. Thanks so much.